Hello everyone, my name is Mandilynn. I'm the author of the fantasy novels Essence and I Am Mercy and soon to be published thriller novel She's Not Here. And today we're going to be talking about what's stopping you from writing your novel. So many people have the dream of writing a novel, but very few actually accomplish that goal because it's a big goal to get through. A novel is not a little project, it's a big project that takes a lot of time, effort, and talent. So what do you do if you have this goal and you're determined to reach it, but you just can't seem to finish that first draft of the novel? So that is what we're going to be talking about today, and the first thing you need to do is figure out what is stopping you from finishing. So I've narrowed it down to 5 different things that could be stopping you from finishing your novel, and we're going to go through and talk about each one because you need to figure out what it is that's stopping you first, and then once you figure out what is stopping you, you can figure out what you can do to make it unstop you. The first thing that could be stopping you is doubt. It could be that you just don't believe in yourself. You see everyone else writing novels in this community, but you doubt that you're able to do it. And to that I say, you won't know unless you try. If you just sit back and say, I'll never be able to do it, you won't be able to do it. But if you sit back and say, I will be able to do it, then you're just gonna keep shooting for the stars until you get there. And trust me, you will get there. When it comes to accomplishing goals like this, persistence is key. So the one thing you need to do if doubt is your issue is to change your mindset and switch it from I can't do it to I can do it. The next thing that could be stopping you is time. So you've got a busy life, you're either doing school or work, or you've got friends and family. You know, life is busy, life is hectic, and there's never gonna be a perfect time to write a novel. Do you think I'm sitting around all day and I'm like, I've got nothing else to do, I'm gonna write a book? I can tell you right now that is not how that happens. I have to figure out how I'm gonna write this novel because I've got so much going on. I've got a full-time job, I've got this YouTube channel, and then I've got a million other personal things going on in my life. And in order to write my books, I have to make other sacrifices, and that means, you know, I don't get to read today because I'm using that time to write, or I don't get to go to the movies today because I'm using that time to write. You know, you have to find balance between your work life, your personal life, and your book writing life, and once you do, you'll find that you'll have an easier time fitting in writing every day. So if you're struggling with time, just make like an hour of each day dedicated to writing, and as you write more and more, it'll become a habit, and then eventually the words will just start flowing and you'll get to the end of that novel sooner rather than later. The next thing that could be stopping you is fear. So you're writing and you're just afraid of what people may think when they read it. And the only way to conquer that is to write like no one is watching. Stephen King said it best in his memoir on writing, and that is to write like the door is closed. When you're writing the first draft, you're not worrying about anyone else, you're worrying about you and how the story makes you happy. Just let yourself free when it comes to writing that first draft. When it comes to the second draft, then you can kind of write like the door is open. You write like other people maybe will eventually read it. But most of all, you need to write a story that will make you happy, not a story that will make other people happy. Another thing that could be stopping you is that you don't enjoy writing. And to that, it may not be that you don't enjoy the craft of writing, it may be that you don't enjoy the story you are writing. And when that happens, you have to reevaluate the story. What is something you can shift in the story to make the writing of it more enjoyable? And if you can't figure out the answer to that question, maybe you need to think about putting that story down and writing something else. Writing is meant to be enjoyable. It's not something you're supposed to force yourself through every day. Yes, there are good days and there are bad days when it comes to writing, but overall it should be something you enjoy. So if you don't enjoy it, do a little reevaluations. So those are my tips when it comes to finishing your novel, and I hope these tips help you finish your novel. And if you are in the process of writing a novel right now, let me know in the comments down below. Tell me the title, the genre, a little bit of what it's about. I would love to hear what you're working on. If you would like updates on everything that I'm up to, my books, my publishing house, be sure to subscribe to my author newsletter, and you'll also get a free download of my mini guide, How to Conquer Writer's Block. Anyways, that's it for today's video. Be sure to give it a thumbs up, comment down below, and subscribe.